Cisco has just announced a new certification, and it's actually one that they hinted at 2 years ago. Hi, my name is Rich. Welcome to the Rich Tech Guy channel. And in this video, I'm going to go over the Cisco's latest certification announcement. So back in Cisco Live of 2019, Cisco announced two new certifications, or actually a whole new certification path developed around network automation. And the first of those two certifications was the basics of networking and automation, and that was the DevNet Associate, which is very similar to the CCNA, just as I said, for network and automation standpoint. The other certification they brought in was a more deeper dive into the curriculum and allowing anybody who's seeking that cert to go to a specialization. And that would be the DevNet Professional Certification. And that is in a way similar to the Cisco CCNP. Now, if you want any more information on those certifications, I actually did a video about them, and you can check it out up here, or I'll link it in the description below. So back in 2019, when the DevNet Associate and the DevNet Professional certs were announced, there was another certification level mentioned, which was tagged with the words future offering. And now here we are a little over 2 years later, and Cisco has announced the DevNet Expert Certification, which is a network automation equivalent to the coveted CCIE certification. So how do you get this DevNet Expert cert? Well, for starters, if in these past couple of years you've earned the DevNet Professional Certification, you've already achieved step one. So step one is getting the DevNet Core exam passed, and that is the same DevNet Core exam for the DevNet Professional cert. Okay, so you've got your DevNet Professional certification, or you've passed the DevNet Core exam and you want to move on to step two. What's that? Well, step two of the DevNet Expert Certification is a 8-hour practical lab exam. Now, this lab exam goes live on May 2nd, 2022. So there's no taking this exam prior to that, and there will be no DevNet experts prior to that day, obviously. But what this exam covers is it's an 8-hour practical hands-on exam, and it is designed to test your ability to plan, design, develop, test, maintain, and deploy a software solution to your network automation environment. So the lab exam, much like the CCIE lab exam, or the current iteration of the CCIE lab exam, is broken up into two modules. The first module for the DevNet lab exam will be the design module. And in this module, it lasts about 3 hours, and you will be presented with scenarios and some documentation related to those scenarios. And from that, you are going to have to assess the situation that is going on and answer some web-based questions regarding that. After you've completed that first module, you then move on to the second module, which is the design, develop, deploy, and maintain module. And that one is going to last it's going to last 5 hours. And in order to complete this module, you will have to write some code based off of some requirements and design specifications around a particular solution. There will also be a maintain section of that, which you will have to look at what is going on, and you may have to deploy some new code to maintain the current network automation infrastructure, or you may have to look at existing code and make modifications to that code in order to maintain that infrastructure. So how do you pass the lab exam? Well, in order to pass the exam, you need to achieve 3 scores. There is going to be your score for Module 1, which there will be a minimum passing score for that. And then there's going to be a minimum passing score for Module 2. And then there will be a cumulative overall score of which you will have to achieve a minimum passing level there as well. So in order to pass the exam, you have to have a passing score on both Module 1, Module 2, and an overall passing score. So if for some reason that, let's say you just barely get past Module 1 and you just barely get past on Module 2, but you may not necessarily have enough of a points value or a score in order to clear the overall passing score. On the other hand, if you just barely miss one of the modules, but you really did well on the other module, then maybe you actually have enough to pass the overall score, but because you failed one of the modules, you will not pass the exam. So you need to have a very firm passing score on each of the modules in order to also achieve the overall passing score. Now, I'm certain there's going to be a comment there about, well, what are these scores? Well, Cisco doesn't publish that information. And the only people who are going to know that are the people managing the DevNet Expert Lab. And the way to just look at it is for these expert level certifications, the bar is set really high and there's very little room for error. So as you are studying for that and as you are planning for that, be aware that you need to have that expert level knowledge in order to achieve the passing score in all three areas. Now, another question I see out there is, when people pass the DevNet Expert Certification, will they get a number like the CCIE? And I haven't really found anything in the Cisco announcement about this, but my guess would be yes. Now, I don't know if this would be following along with the CCIE numbers, if this would just be another, that you get the number just like you would a CCIE, and that would be a DevNet expert as opposed to, say, a CCIE enterprise or a CCIE data center. Or it could be a completely different numbering system, such as the CCDE numbering. But in order to achieve this expert level of certification, Cisco absolutely does want to recognize these individuals. And in doing so, there absolutely must be a numbering system in place to recognize and allow the DevNet experts to identify themselves in the manner similar to how a CCIE can identify themselves through their number. All right, so whether you're just starting your network automation journey or you are already down the path, I'm going to give you a little recommendation here. And that would be this book right here, Network Programmability and Automation Fundamentals. This, as I said, whether you're getting started, this is a great book for you to learn on, or even if you're down the journey, this is great reference material, as this covers topics around Linux, it covers Python, it covers handling the transport protocols, it covers encoding methods, modeling your applications. This is a wealth of knowledge, and this is a very good tool for you to have as you are pursuing your network automation journey. And I'm actually going to post a link to this book below. We'll just simply call out, it is an affiliate link, so bear that in mind if you choose to buy it either through the link or do your own search for this book. But I absolutely recommend this as a great book for anything you are doing regarding network automation. So with that, I hope I've explained the DevNet certification, the expert certification well with this video. I do still have some more ACI content planned. I've also got some VXLAN content planned. And if there's anything else that you guys are looking for me to cover, please go ahead and comment down below. Absolutely looking for new video ideas. I've got a project in mind here about building out a Kubernetes cluster. So I will be getting to that soon as well. And with that, guys, everybody, just please keep learning, keep improving, keep studying. Thank you very much.